Hello, my name is Vero Patiño, and in this video I am going to talk about the case of Odebrecht Corporation that began as Lavajato or Operation Car Wash. More than 20 corporations were involved in this network of corruption, including the Brazilian oil and construction giant Petrobras and Odebrecht. This case involves dirty money, foreign bribery, illicit financing, and of political parties and criminal networks. As the definition says, corruption is a dishonest and fraudulent conduct by those in power. In this case, Odebrecht Corporation secured contracts to build dams, power plants, airports, and refineries across Latin America by financing presidential campaigns and buying their friendships to heads of state. The investigation of the case shows how Petrobras, the largest oil company in Brazil, was the center of the corruption scheme. Petrobras used its projects to enrich criminals, engineering companies, and the Brazilian government. In Odebrecht, the main people involved were Gilberto Silva, Fernando Migliaccio, and Luis Eduardo Suarez, just to mention some. They worked in Odebrecht and they were in charge of keeping their fake engineering companies and fake customers, bank agreements and settlements a secret to the entire public. And well, also in general, the main people involved and companies involved were Petrobras, Odebrecht, and the other cartel, and the government, the Brazilian government. The main actions that are considered corrupt in this news is that, well, typically when there is a need of an engineering project, there is a competition between the firms to win the contract. And well, in this case, Petrobras needed to build Comperge, and well, Odebrecht and other companies got together and made an agreement to cooperate and fix the prices instead of competing for the contract. And well, Odebrecht won one of the major contracts to build the project, Comperge, and this allowed Odebrecht to overcharge Petrobras. So the original cost of the project was $6 billion, and by 2015, Petrobras had paid at least $14 billion. And then Odebrecht money laundered some of this profit to gas stations and politicians, as well as Petrobras executives, so that contracts would be exclusively given to the cartel where Odebrecht belonged. And another example was Rio de Janeiro Governor Sergio Cabral received about $800,000 to give Comperge contracts to a firm in the cartel.